Good morning, everybody. Sunday the 30th of June 2019. Getting ready to get the first 9 buckets planted. So first step, what I decided to do, you're supposed to, I drilled 5 holes in the bottom of each bucket for drainage, and then you're supposed to put about 2 inches of gravel. I decided to go with a larger gravel. I'm actually using the walking path. Pond pebbles, actually, from Quikrete. My thinking is that I can actually repurpose these stones for a lot of different things. So they'll be in the bottom of the bucket, hopefully forever, but I can also recover them. And I've got a thought that, in terms of method, that for any given bucket, once it's planted, 1 or 2 planting cycles, I'll probably empty the bucket, recover the dirt, add the soil to a bin, and add amendments to it to get the nutrient content back up. So I envision a process where I take any given bucket, it's full of dirt and rocks, I dump it into a screed like this guy here, with a screen on the bottom, and get all the dirt sifted through it into a bin, and then again all that added to one common bin so I can add amendments to the soil, but I then can recover the rock. So it means these big rocks should be a lot easier to filter out of the growing medium or media over time. So it made a lot of sense to me. Cost a little bit more, but I think the benefit is there. So we're in the process now of filling these guys up with rocks, and we'll get the soil going. Alrighty, I think we're ready to plant a couple seeds. Decided to go with some sugar snap peas, basil, summer squash, a Chinese heirloom cucumber, some black beauty zucchini, another form of cucumber. I'm going to do 2 buckets of those 2. And then some peas. So, get your ass out of here. Kid you not. I just looked out there, and he was swimming in the middle of the pond out there, dragging that big ass tractor tire with him, out in the pond. Dude, didn't you learn your lesson about biting tires, dummy? Isn't that kind of a no-no? What is it about that dog and tractor tires? Deuce? You only got 3 canines left, Bubba. I'm not getting you any titanium teeth. You're on your own. Deuce! Let's go. Come on, no more tire. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Friggin' knucklehead, I swear to God. You're an idiot. Plain and simple. Alright, here's what you call your classic win-win. So I'm done planting those first 9 buckets, and next decision was, okay, where am I going to put them? And went back and forth and back and forth, and I was like, because there are some considerations. I need to put them someplace where they can grow and not be at risk from 2 primary predators, if you will: chickens and donkeys. Donkeys were, as you know, in that pasture, in the garden pasture for the last 6 to 8 weeks or whatever, and they've gnawed that down pretty well. There's not a lot of tall green stuff over there left. So I decided that I was going to put the 9 bucket pallet under the greenhouse awning over there, and to do that I was going to have to fence it off a bit to keep the donkeys out of it. The chickens can't get in that pasture, so that was one issue resolved. But then I needed to protect it from the donkeys, and I was like, you know what, it's so damn hot and I'm so tired of sweating. I said, you know what, tactical decision time. I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Basically, I took the donkeys and moved them back into their own pasture, which is, as you can see, very overgrown. So I should think they're going to be happy in here for a while. Gonna get some fresh water going. Girl's got a lot of tall green grass to eat, makes them happy. But more so, this is going to be interesting, because those of you maybe paying attention will recall about 2 months ago, there was my one of my sweet mysteries of life. These 2 donkeys got out of this pasture somehow, and I could not figure out how they did it. I walked this entire fence all the way around, There's no defects in it, and the gates were all closed. There was one spot, as a matter of fact, I gotta go tighten that up right now. One spot that was a little bit loose that maybe Luna squeezed through, and if she got through, maybe Soleil followed her through. I don't know, but I'm gonna get a wrench and go tighten it up. But I'm hoping that with all this green stuff in here, and the fact that they've been out in that pasture without their barn stall for a couple months, I'm hoping that they have no interest in trying to flee this pasture again. Although, as I say that, I'm watching Luna, and I know that damn donkey. She's almost as bad as Goose, and she's walking that fence. That's right where I think she snuck through. So I got a funny feeling she's looking at her little hidey hole. However, she snuck through that fence. She's checking to see if it's still there. That's a wily donkey. Yep, that's exactly. Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna watch her like a hawk. She sneaks out this time, screw her. She can wither in this heat out there with no water. I don't give a damn. I'm not chasing her. I've given her fresh water and a whole pasture of green stuff to eat and a nice roof over her head in case these thunderstorms coming through get her wet. If she wants to break out of jail now, screw her. So, you know, this is the whole point of the design of having the pallet-based bucket system, is being able to move these things wherever they need to be, from where they're being loaded, where they're being grown, where they're being harvested, or whatever. But this is exactly why I built it the way I did. All right, you knuckleheads ready to go for a little bye-bye trip? Who wants to go in the pond? When I migrated the ducklings out of the barn stall, put them out here in this little, we'll call it the puppy pond. This little stinker got away. Took me like half an hour to find her, hiding in a little cubby hole in the corner of the barn. And there's a big ass black snake sneaking up right behind her. So I caught her just before the snake did. Whew, it was close. All right, Ding Ding, go join your buddies. Here's your first swim ever. Yay! Bloop. I'm going to use one of these IBC totes and add about 500 gallons of fresh water to the baby duck pond. You know, I think they have enough water, but you know, it's a little murky, a little blah blah blah. And they're good ducks, so I'm going to give them 500 gallons of fresh stuff. Slow it, really, I mean, fill it kind of slow, no big hurry, but probably do 2 loads today to see how much that tops off the little pond. All right, I understand there's some baby ducks in here that have requested some fresh water. Let's see if we can hook them up. Ducky dude! Ducky dude, where are you? Dragonflies look interested. Look at that. Pretty fun. Go! Go! What a knucklehead. Good. Alright, dipshit, time to get up. Well, I guess I'll say good morning, everybody. It's 4th of July, 2019, and what the hell we got going on here? Since I record everything else, this damn property, I might as well record this. So, basically, way over in that corner over there, probably can't see it. I've got the wood pellet smoker fired up. I put a beef brisket on the pellet smoker. Hunter, shut up. At about 11 p.m. and figured, I'd be smoking it all night. And got woke up about 2 a.m. with alarms going off in the house, and came downstairs, and it was a little bit smoky in the house. Not a big deal, but I had the front door cracked so the dogs could go out and do their business at night. And apparently, with the front door cracked, a little bit of smoke got in the house. No big deal. So opened up some doors and windows, got the smoke out of the house. However, the whole house alarm system keeps going off about every 15 minutes because of what I can only guess is probably carbon monoxide levels are too high. So apparently the whole house got saturated with carbon monoxide. And I've been up for the last 2 hours resetting the alarm about every 10 minutes. And finally I called bullshit and said, okay, uncle, I'm done for one night. So I left the pellet stove still smoking the beef brisket, and I'm laying out here on a cot on the patio under a starry sky. You can't see it, but I see a lot of stars out there. So I'm guessing probably not the best night of sleep coming, because there's a lot of mosquitoes out, and Deuce keeps crawling all over me. And as soon as I almost nod off, coyotes show their stupid ugly face and the dogs go berserk. So yeah, this is going to be the beginning of my 4th of July. Life could be worse, I guess, but man, what a start of the day. Try sleeping outside at night with 2 German Shepherds and a pack of coyotes constantly walking through the neighborhood. I don't think anybody's going to get any sleep tonight, huh? Good boy. You're being a good boy. Doodoo, you protecting Daddy? You look as tired as I am. Good afternoon, everybody. Today's Sunday, the 7th of July, 2019. What the hell we got going on here? Basically, I was out tilling the park pasture yesterday, and the PTO shaft broke. There's kind of some backstory there that if you've never done this type of thing before, then maybe the whole concept of a PTO shaft is a foreign concept, but if you're not, wow! I just noticed some damage down there. Damn. Oh well. Wow, that's dangerous stuff. Anyway, it's like a drive shaft. So the tractor has a shaft right there that spins, and it spins the apparatus on top of in this case, tiller, which spins the tiller, which does what it does. This is the old one here. That's the half that was connected to the tiller. That's the half that was connected to the tractor. Ultimately, I cut them a little bit short, I think, originally. We're going to call that a $350 mistake. Because now I went and bought a replacement shaft, $350, and I just cut it down, so I took 10 inches off both sides. So I reduced the length by about 10 inches. Hopefully, that'll be the right dimensions. It should be. But man, look at that. Look how bent that thing got. Jesus, that's why you see safety signs and warning signs everywhere that around these things. Keep your hands and feet and everything away, because if you can see that metal lip right there, look how far that thing bent, and that's some pretty thick steel. And that's a shroud, designed to contain a catastrophic failure of the PTO shaft, which it did. I'm just glad the dogs weren't around. That could have been ugly. We don't need any more ugly dog vet trips. Deuce. Yeah, it would have been you get your whole head torn off. I mean, anyway, sweating my behind off yet again. 'Tis the season, but I want to get this done and get that field tilled so I can get it seeded here before the next couple of rains start. So let me shut the hell up and get this piece of work done. Good evening, everybody. Monday the 8th of July 2019. Just a quick update. Doo-doo! So I got the park, as I call it, pasture. What did I do? I tilled it and then raked it. So you can see the beautiful rake job I did. So I'm debating on whether I want to plant it now or wait until conventional wisdom says I should wait until the 25th of August to plant or seed anything. But we'll see. I'll probably give it a couple weeks and see if some of that grass that I just tilled in, and if it starts to grow back, which I suspect it will. Got some nice weather coming through. Here's another quick update. So it's been about a week, I think, since I started this bucket gardening project. Recall that I custom built some pallets, designed them and built them, where each pallet basically is used to manage 9 buckets. First 9 buckets are doing pretty good. Starting to see some cucumbers and some basil and some beans and a few other things coming up. But I decided that this pallet system is going to be great for staging. You know, getting them set up, planting them, moving them to a spot where they can go from seed to sprout or whatever. But I don't think it's going to be good for the long term, because I think, you know, many of these things I would expect to get much bushier than a 5-gallon bucket. So what did I do? I'm going to put initially 40 spots laid out, and I'm using a very specific geometry, because each one of these 1 or 12-inch square cement blocks will host a bucket. So that gives each bucket 4 square feet of area to grow. There's a 3-foot walking path between each row, and then I'm working on designs now where basically between each of these blocks I'll put a vertical riser, kind of like that, but not that, so that each spot will be kind of pre-configured for hanging trellises and vines and supports and whatnot. So basically the infrastructure stays in place, and then the buckets kind of cycle through. You know, any given bucket spends 70, 80 days or something like that in a position until it bears fruit, and then it gets replaced with a brand new bucket. But the point is that each of these locations will be specifically designed to have that kind of support infrastructure to support tall viney stuff, tomatoes, peppers, whatever. And what I'm also working on now, as I provision the space anyway, right here, I'm going to put one of those IBC totes, 275-gallon big polyethylene water tote, about 6 feet elevated off the ground. Boop. And I'm going to design a low pressure drip feeder irrigation system for these. So a 275-gallon water vessel will go right here, about 6-7 feet off the ground, and then at least I have to do the math. I think I need at least 2.5 psi or something like that of pressure. It's more or less level. It's kind of a downslope to it, but the point is, with the head space, with the water being elevated 6 or 7 feet off the ground, I should have sufficient pressure to gravity feed the low pressure drip system. I'm thinking maybe one 275-gallon tank per 2 rows, so 1 tank for these 2. I was going to put the other 2 rows right here, but that will put them almost up to the edge of the actual garden. once that thing's ready to go. So what I'm thinking I might end up doing is putting the second 2 rows. So that's right there, that's 2 rows of 10. So there's 20 positions there. I might put the other 20 up there and have it split that way. The other alternative would be to put it over in that corner, but I don't think I want to do that. So tomorrow, these things are just sitting here. Tomorrow I'm going to get out. I got some other digging tools. I'm going to set these things in the ground so they're kind of flush with the ground. More importantly, I want them to be level. I don't really care if they're flush or not. That'd be nice, so I can mow over them if I had to. But more importantly, I want these things to be perfectly level, so I don't have to worry about the irrigation system losing water because of issues related to the bucket being level, where water runs over the top of it and off the lip. It's getting ready to rain. It was just raining a minute ago, so I think I'm gonna call it a day and get out here with my little level and my my pickaxe and whatnot, and get these things sunk into the ground tomorrow. That's enough for one damn day. All right, doo-doo. Doo-doo. Let's put them chickens night-night. Ready to put chickens night-night? So we can go night-night? Yeah. I know I'm ready.